Привет! Хорошо, суббота. How's everybody doing? Have a nice Saturday. So, today I would like to talk about communication. It's such a interesting subject to me. It is because I learned about communication like years ago. It's all about the sender and the receiver, and I realized that no matter like what you try to communicate to people, if they're not in that vibe yet to receive what you're saying, they can interpret the things, let's say, in the emotion that they are in. And it could be frustrating at times. So, like, oh, I just opened up my whole gut to somebody and then they still don't understand. And, it's really, it's a give and take thing. Sometimes you just gotta let things go and let things be, and time will like change things. And sometimes things won't change, but I'm blobbing. But the thing about communication is like really willing to be open to listen. Listen to what somebody is trying to tell you, communicate. And as I said, it could be difficult at times if you're in a certain emotion yourself, or you're going through certain things, then it could be challenging, but it is possible. And yeah, I just loved it that I was listening to Lewis Hose. He was on his live chat on Instagram, and he was sharing how he isn't perfect, and if you expect him to be perfect, well then you shouldn't follow him or whatever, things like that. Go and check it out on his site, School of Greatness, Lewis Hose. I love him. Anyway, and that's so true. None of us are perfect. I already shared that yesterday. We're all imperfect human beings going through imperfect situations. And life is not about us being perfect or being you fill it in. Life is about us being true to ourselves and being loving and caring and open and willing to share things and willing to build people up and help people help out help out others, and giving and taking and you name it. But back to the communication, it's so sad really, because doors open through communication and doors close. And well, that's life. You can't really dwell on it if a door closes, if people don't understand you. And sometimes, you know, because you can try to explain yourself, but if a person doesn't really, supposed to be in your story at that moment, then it's okay. It's okay. And that's what brings that in the communication. I hope I'm making sense. I feel a bit insecure today. I don't know why, but I have my days. But it's so important to try to understand each other, try to listen, and not fill things in when somebody's trying to explain things. And maybe you can ask, if you say this or that, do you mean that or so? Because that helps to really have an honest, open conversation. Why am I talking about communication today? Because I like to encourage people, and I know that there is so much hurt in miscommunication. And that's why I really encourage people to listen more and help each other out when they're trying to communicate, when they're trying to open up. Don't slam your doors, your ears, but really open your heart and try to listen to what that person is saying. And don't fill it in, because you have those conversations when people share things and they'll be, oh yeah, I have this. No, really? If you really want to listen to somebody, try just listening. What are they sharing? What are they trying to tell me here? And again, if you don't understand something, instead of saying, this is what she means, and reacting, and it can be on Instagram or on Facebook or any kind of social media or on the WhatsApp, whatever, but also in a face-to-face conversation, don't be so quick to have your answer ready. Be open to what people are sharing and ask before you answer, before you have an answer ready. Is this what you're communicating, trying to say? Do I get it right when you say this or that? It's just so. I hope I make sense. We are all imperfect human beings going through imperfect situations. And as long as we keep that in the back of our mind, a lot of relationships can be restored or can keep on flowing. If you have that grace for each other, to just realize that, hey, because if you realize that, hey, I'm not perfect, I do things different, or I make mistakes, etc., etc., that gives you grace in your heart for somebody else and their imperfections. I'm blabbing on a lot. I'm going to stop. But I hope that you will find ways to communicate. Listen without having your answer ready, your solution ready. Just listen to what somebody's trying to say and see what happens in your relationship. I hope I made sense. Take time to really communicate with each other. Have a fantastic day. Paka. This is Vidanya. See you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And for those who have, thank you very much. Thank you for supporting me. We all need support in some way in our life. And with you subscribing, you support me. So thank you. Paka. This is Vidanya.